right, Jack. Mizzy on Mac. HS on deck, no meds. My S bake off with gap. Yes. Friends in the camp, but still.
Yo, Sarchie for back another video. It's been a while since I did a discussion drill. It's been months actually. It's been a very long time. I think since July. I think the last one I did was the one with Walks. I think about just does drill music actually cause violence? Like, can you even blame that for knife crime? But today, after Digga D's Daily Doppy, I mean, I planned this one yesterday on the school bus, but after Digga D's Daily Doppy, I actually just want to record it right now since it's literally fresh off my head. And that just proves my point. Where do drill rappers rank amongst the best rappers in the UK? Because I always hear people saying they listen to Heady One. Heady One was my top artist on Spotify. Digga D, Lowski's album was not really too drilly. There were a couple drill songs, but there's versatility. Heady One's album, versatility. Digga's album from last year, versatility. So a lot of people listen to these guys who they started in drill. I mean, Lowski holds some of the most iconic drill songs ever. I mean, Teddy Brockshot, Hazards, DJ Khaled, just to name a few. Heady One as well with No Better. That song got everyone listening. Like, even if you don't listen to drill, you've probably heard that song. Golden Boot. These are drill songs that most people would say that they've heard. So, and Digga D's next up. I think most people in the UK around our age have heard that song, know the song, and at least know a couple lines in the song.
Easy, I'm tender, don't undress, dress, ejaculate in a mouthful, pull out, ejaculate on a press. Yes.
But whenever I'm hearing like best rappers in the country, the conversation always comes to J Hus, Dave, and people like that. No disrespect to them, I listen to them as well, but I'm just saying, like, I think drill rappers ought to be included in that conversation as well. Like, forgive me if I'm wrong, but whenever I'm hearing conversations, especially on Twitter, I never see these names pop up ever. So just wanted to have a conversation about that today. So Digga D's Daily Doppy showed that rappers who are known as drill rappers can still shell it on rap beats and can rap just as good as anyone else. I mean, you'll see, you would have seen my reaction. I'm recording this before I've actually edited the reaction, but I'll put the reaction out first. You saw how gassed that got. There were so many bars in that not everyone has. Like, each rapper's different, and the way Digga puts his bars out, the way he presents his bars is just different. Like, it's his own style. Like, the way he schemes stuff. Like, I remember the Call of Duty scheme on his Fire in the Booth. Like, ever since then, I think more people have realised that this guy has bars, and a lot of people like don't listen to drill, but I always hear him Digga D, because every time he drops a song, the UK listens. Listen to Woy, everyone listened to that. Shout out C, but everyone listened to that song. Like, that was arguably the song of the year. If not, On Deck might have been the song of the year. Again, that's a drill song. Abracadabra's album, listened to it yesterday. It was cold. Not all of it was drill. There's a lot of versatility on that. Another rapper who predominantly drill, but when he's not on drill, he's still cold, and a lot of people listen to his drill songs as well. So for me, Digga D this year especially, maybe not before, but definitely this year, has shown that a lot of people listen to drill, yet I don't really see these artists getting as much love as like the Daves, the J Husses. Like, if you ask anyone like who's the best rapper in the country, they'll probably say one of those two, or maybe Nines. Like, people like serious rappers. I like these people. I'm just saying that I think a lot of people would probably class Digga D as their favorite rapper, especially after this year. The guy's dropped like what, 4 songs? There was one with Unknown T and Vibes Cartel. There was Woy. There was Chingy. Now the Daily Doppy. I might be missing one, but I don't think I am. He's literally hasn't dropped that many songs this year. And yeah, a lot of people would say, now, you know, he's had a very good year. I mean, look at the songs he has dropped. Look how big they've got. Like, not many people can drop like 4 songs and remain relevant and get people talking about them in videos like this. He's literally the catalyst for me recording this video. Heady One, Lowski and Digga have shown that drill does not define you, but can merely be a way out and a way to put yourself on a big enough platform to go and launch a successful music career. I mean, they've all dropped albums. Lowski and Heady One have dropped albums this year. They were both very, very cold. I think Lowski's album, a lot of people are liking that. A lot of people are asking me to react to it, but I just heard it because I wanted to listen to it as well. I didn't want to sit down dissecting it. Just wanted to enjoy it. And Heady One's album, I think that actually put him as my top artist. I think if it wasn't for that album, I don't know who would have been my top artist, but that album was very, very cold. There were songs with Skepta. I think there was a song with D Block, I'm not too sure. Songs with AJ Tracy, Stormzy, who else? Drake, Future. Like, some of the biggest artists in the world are now recognizing these rappers who are predominantly drill or have had the drill label on them before, and now they're recognizing, wait a minute, this guy's serious. Drake, like the biggest artist in the world, arguably. I mean, according to Spotify, I think he's like 6th or 3rd, I think it's like 6th. The Weeknd, Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, people that aren't really that into rap kind of like they have a wider demographic that can listen to their music. But in terms of rap music, like, that's kind of a more exclusive genre. Like, you're less likely to hear it on the radio unless you're Drake. That's how big this guy is, and even he's doing songs with Headie One. So I just don't know where you put these people into the conversation. A bit of a shorter discussion video, but I just had that on my mind, and I want to just get a conversation going because these are some serious rappers. I mean, to get a song with Drake, Drake doesn't need to do that. Like, he does not need to do a song with Headie One. But the fact that he's acknowledged Headie One's talent, acknowledged the fact that, you know what, a song with him might actually be cold. Drake doesn't need to reach into the UK market to be doing that. He actually wanted to do that song because he knows how cold Headie One is. You got Lowski doing songs with Stormzy, one of the biggest rappers in the country. He doesn't need to do that either. Stormzy doesn't need to tap into the UK market, tap into the drill market. He's got bare people listening to him as it is. Like, he's practically, I'm pretty certain he is mainstream. He's got songs with Ed Sheeran and that. He doesn't need to be doing songs with Lowski, but even he's got a song with Lowski. And Digga D doing songs with Vybz Kartel, one of the biggest artists in the world. So I just want to see your guys' opinions on this, because I was thinking to myself, and especially after Digga D's Daily Duppy, some people now saying that they think is the best ever. I mean, we've had some very serious Daily Duppies. We've had H's one, Abra's one, we've had Unknown T's one, we've had Mo Stack's one, we've had J Huss's one, we've had very, very good ones. We've had Fredo's one. And for them to say Digga D's one might be the best ever, that's a very big statement. And Digga D's one of, if you ask anyone who their top 5 in drill is, they'll probably put, I would probably put Digga as well. So he's in the drill scene, and he's some people's best ever Daily Duppy. So clearly, a link can be drawn between very talented artists and drill. So I just think not only do these artists need a bit more respect, but drill music as a whole does need a little bit more respect, because when you're listening to artists like Miz, PS, Headie One, RV, KO, Unknown T, V9, these people with bars and flow and energy, like when you listen to them, they gas you up. And when they make a big song, it's a very big song. We've had Unknown T, Homerton B, one of the songs of the year, if not the song of the year in 2018. Like, ask anyone, that song was huge. Dig That Air Force. Like, now I'm looking back at the last couple of years, we've had Rush with Gun Lean, that song got huge. These big songs coming from the drill scene, and yet when people talk about the best rappers in the country, they say the best in drill when they talk about drill rappers, which that's fine. Like, you have the right to be acknowledged as the best in your genre, but I think overall, like, in the bigger scene, the bigger context of the country, I just want to know where you guys would put these rappers as well, because I think they're some of the biggest artists we have, not just in drill but in the UK, and I think it's only right that they get acknowledged as such. So I've been Sarchie 14. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new. I'll be back again soon.